I'm about to make the biggest announcement I have made in more than 7 years. We all know and love this palette. It is currently the #1 best-selling eyeshadow palette in cosmetics history. And no matter what my current relationship is with Morphe, this palette changed my life and the beauty industry forever. Unleash your inner artist.
Well, Birmingham certainly felt the full impact of the popularity of James Charles.
James Charles.
James Charles.
James Charles.
James Charles Morphe eyeshadow palette.
8,000 fans flocked to the Bullring shopping centre.
The city centre was jammed.
This is huge.
I know, all the sisters outside.
It's breaking makeup sales records. Every single time it kept selling out.
It sold out in 5 minutes. The world's most talked about eyeshadow palette out there.
Definitely an artist's palette.
James Charles, you're an absolute genius. I'm obsessed with it.
Even though the production of this palette stopped more than 3 years ago now, you guys have definitely not forgotten about it. I have gotten hundreds of thousands of comments, requests, DMs, emails over the years to bring back the palette. It goes viral every couple of weeks on TikTok. There is currently a trend right now of you guys showing your old, crusty, long expired palettes that you have hit pan on and continue to use every single day. But now that I have my makeup brand painted, the comment that I have gotten more than anything is, when are you going to release a rainbow palette from your own brand? Well, today I am so excited. I cannot believe the day is finally here that I get to show you our brand new painted Artistry canvas. In the past, whenever we've revealed new products, I usually save the inside till the end just to kind of keep you guys on your toes. However, with the launch of this magnitude, I have been waiting years to show you this, and I really can't keep it in any longer. So let's get right into the Artistry canvas palette. Now, as always, similar to our other painted products, packaging for us is always A1. Following the theme of the basic canvas, this literally looks and feels like a real life artist canvas. The material is canvas. You can literally see this stretched wooden frame on the back, little staple details. We have these 3D paint swatches on the front that literally look like an artist just finished their masterpiece. As you open up the palette on the inside, we have a gigantic high quality mirror so you can see yourself while you're doing your glam. And of course, 24 beautiful rainbow shades, including our same iconic buttery super pigmented matte formula and our shimmer shades that literally twinkle in the light. We have the whitest white shade I have literally ever used. The blackest black is back. And then of course, every single color of the rainbow spectrum, including a shimmery pale gold shade inspired by the one color in the old palette that you have all been asking for. Now, before we get into all the individual colors, talking about the shade names and swatching them so you guys can see how beautiful and pigmented they really are, I do need to hold you for just one quick second, okay? But don't click off, I promise this is gonna be worth it. We cannot move on with today's video without talking about the commercial. You guys saw it on socials a couple of days ago. If not, I wanted to put it at the beginning of today's YouTube video as well because I am so proud of this final product. Of course, you got to see a very iconic and fun museum art gallery heist in which I broke in, all my flips and tricks going from painting to painting, adding on all this rainbow glam to the world's most iconic pieces of art. But there is a deeper meaning behind this. When I first started practicing and playing with makeup years ago as a kid, the intention behind it was never to look beautiful or glam, it was to be creative. I grew up drawing and painting using all the most vibrant, beautiful colors, portraits, still lifes. So for me, playing with makeup was just another way to express my art, but this time my face was the canvas. All of my looks were crazy, over the top, creative, colorful, but as my career progressed and as years went by, the trends changed. Makeup tutorials have become incredibly simple, colors have all dulled to neutrals and browns, and creativity has almost died. So this whole commercial concept was just really one big metaphor for the current status of the beauty community. Breaking into the museum and seeing the world's most iconic paintings, Mona Lisa, Girl with the Pearl Earring, American Gothic, and Birth of Venus, who have all been stuck in their clean girl natural makeup for the last 600 years, I wanted to add on these bright, vibrant, colorful rainbow makeup looks to them so they could come alive and feel the same sort of spark and joy I did when I first started playing with makeup and with with color. At the very end, I smash the extinct palette exhibit, replace the old palette, and bring in the new Artistry canvas representing bringing back color and creativity to the makeup community. I can't thank you guys enough for all of your love and support on the commercial. Your likes, comments, shares, reposts mean literally the entire world to me. I also just want to quickly say a massive thank you to every single person that made that commercial possible. It was a labor of love. Let me tell you, from the whole production crew to all of our incredible actors and actresses, thank you so much for making it an incredible and unforgettable experience. I hope you guys are looking forward to all the other social content coming soon. But for right now, let's finally get into all 24 shades of the painted Artistry canvas. Starting off with Titanium, this is literally the most pigmented white shade I have ever used. I will do 2 swatches of each, that way you guys can see the true color. I named this color Titanium because I'm a huge fan of Bob Ross. I grew up watching his tutorials, and for anybody that knows, titanium white is the purest form of white pigment paint.
Let's just take titanium white, pull it out very flat. It's just plain old white.
It is so pigmented, literally look at that. Ooh, and then we have Firefly, which is a pale, bright yellow gold. I really wanted to include a color like this in the palette, just like Ring Light, because I know that that's your guys' favorite. And then we have the shade Ducky, which is a matte pigmented true yellow. Of course, this is the shade of a rubber ducky, but also me and my friends always call each other Ducky. So I thought this would be a really cute shade name to include. And then of course, right below that, we have Katniss, inspired by The Girl on Fire. You guys know Hunger Games is literally my favorite book series in the entire fucking world. You guys saw me crash out over Sunrise of the Reaping, and I'm so excited for the new movie, so I really wanted a shade inspired by the series, and that is our true orange. Next we have Diva, which is a super pale pigmented pink shade. I think that it's probably gonna look, yeah, kind of white on camera. That's just because my skin tone is pale. I did not get a spray tan for today's video, okay? I have learned my lesson. You guys are all commenting saying that I look orange. I get it. I stayed my normal skin color for you guys to see these colors accurately. You're welcome. This is the shade Diva. It is a light pale baby pink, and I wanted to name this color after me and all my friends. Next we have the shade Bubble, which is a true neon pink. We have gotten a lot of comments to release some neon shades, so this is our first chance of doing so. I love this. It is the most bright, beautiful pink, and by the way, okay, my cheeks today, this is literally Firefly, Ducky, Katniss, and then Bubble, all to create this gorgeous sunset look. It is so beautiful, really cool as well. I wore this look in a lot of our promo pictures. Definitely let me know what you guys think, but it is safe to say the pigmentation of these shades is clearly unreal. Next up we have Red Flag, which is a true bright red. I would go as far to say even this color is close to being a neon red as well. It is so bright and pigmented on the skin. And then next we have Cherry, which is also a red, but a little bit deeper in tone. That way, if you're doing a colorful rainbow makeup look, you can deepen it up. Oh, look at how beautiful these are looking so far. Here are the first 8 shades of the palette. Moving on to the next 8 colors of the palette, starting off with Fairy, which is a beautiful, super cool toned pink shimmer. It is actually really almost a lilac sort of color. It has pink and purple reflex in it at the same time. This is actually what I have all over my lid today. It is the most beautiful shimmery shade. And then right below it, we have Gemini, which is an insane purple shimmer. It has both blue and pink reflex in it. Look at how beautiful it twinkles and shimmers in the light. The shade literally reminds me of stars. Oh, it's so bright, even Katy Perry can see it from space. Next, we have the shade Jelly, which is a true vibrant purple. Purple shades are really hard to make, so I wanted this to be as buttery and pigmented as humanly possible. And then below it, we have the shade Royals, which is another purple, but this one is deeper. I wanted to name this shade Royals because it reminds me of luxury. And if you guys didn't know, fun little fact for you, you'll actually notice most of our true color shades have a deeper version of them. That way, if you're doing a rainbow look, you have enough shades in there to add a dimension without having to do it with black every single time, because then it can get really, really muddy. Next up we have, I gotta say, probably my favorite shade in the entire palette. My favorite color on planet Earth is Periwinkle. I have talked about this before. So this is our shade called Winkle. It is a beautiful, bright pastel blue periwinkle shade. It is so, so stunning. I just love this color so much. I think it is so beautiful. It is literally my favorite shade of blue. Oh, like look at her, she's so gorgeous. And she's so pigmented too. A lot of times when brands start getting into these lighter pastel sort of shades, you oftentimes lose pigment or they get super chalky. Not with Painted. It truly is a super pigmented blue, and this is the shade that I used on the outside of my eyes today for the transition colors. Now below Winkle, our light blue, we of course have to have our regular true blue, and that is our shade called Water. I don't really have a creative reasoning behind the name. I gotta keep it real with you guys. It's just, you know, it's blue and so is water. Not every shade name needs to have some crazy, nostalgic, meaningful name behind it. It's just fucking blue. And then below Water, we have a shade that I'm feeling is going to be criminally underrated. I'm putting it out there because I don't want it to be. I think the shade is one of the most stunning in the entire palette, and it is Denim. I don't want you guys to be afraid of this shade because it is a dark blue, but it is the most beautiful shimmer. Ah, look at that. I think that is so freaking stunning. I wanted to name this Denim because it really does remind me of like dark wash denim, and all of the white twinkly sparkles in there are like the threads. I don't know, it's just like a pair of Levi's jeans. It's so stunning, and I really hope that I see a lot of you guys using this color in your looks. Just like I said, every color has its deeper version. So below our blues, we finish off with 99, which is our true dark navy blue. This shade is so stunning. And of course, 99 is the year that I was born, so I wanted to name a shade after it. Look at how pigmented that is. Here is the second group of 8 shades in the palette. Also, as I'm taking off these shades and getting ready to show you guys the final 8, I do want to transparently show you and give you the disclaimer that some of these colors do slightly stain, okay? And that is because our Painted Artistry canvas contains pressed pigments. Now, so did the original Morphe palette, so does the basic canvas, so there's nothing different about any of these shades or ingredients. Basically, all that means is that in order to get these colors as bright and pigmented as we want them to be, some of the ingredients here are not natural and therefore can stain, which the FDA deems as not safe for use on the eye area. Obviously, as a makeup artist and a longtime beauty lover, I'm sure a lot of your products and a lot of your palettes contain pigments like this. It is nothing to be scared of, but it is definitely something that you need to be aware of as a beauty consumer. So that's why I'm letting you know right here, right now in this YouTube video. And also it is clearly labeled right here on the back of the palette. All right, let's get on to our final 8 shades of the Artistry canvas, starting off with Pool Day. Pool Day is a bright shimmery teal with white reflex. It reminds me of the surface of water and is literally so stunning. Look at how reflective that is. It almost looks like ice on my arm. This is what I used to highlight my brow bone today. This is the most beautiful color. And then below Pool Day, we have the shade Fiji. I love Fiji. It is a super vibrant matte, almost like neon teal color. And I named this Fiji not only because it is one of my dream destinations to visit, but also because you guys know my favorite show on planet Earth is Survivor. I would love to compete one day. And this reminds me of the color of the water in Fiji. Below Fiji, we have Aquamarine, which is a matte, darker teal shade. A lot of water themes in this row. Oh my God, literally every single one of these colors is water themed. Wow. Maybe I need to be a little bit more creative during the shade naming process. Maybe I'll ask you guys for help next time around, but that is Aquamarine. And last we have Deep End, which is a dark aqua color. I love this shade. It is so beautiful. I use this in my outer corners today, and this one just reminds me of the depths of the ocean. We're on to the final 4, the final column in the palette, starting off with Sour. Sour is a bright neon chartreuse shade, and I know a lot of people might not know what that color actually is. Okay, this is a whole debate on a painted TikTok we made a couple of months ago. Chartreuse is like a bright neon yellow green. So think like highlighter. If you're taking notes in class or something, this is that color. I love this shade so much. I think it is so beautiful. And the reason I love this as well is because whenever you're doing rainbow makeup looks, sometimes if you mix together a yellow and a green shadow, they of course blend together, but they can kind of get like muddy in between. I love using Sour in looks like the one that I have on today, just to blend together these shades right here to keep that transition super smooth and bright and vibrant in the process. Like, oh, see how that just adds a little bit of brightness right in there and really helps blend those colors together? Such a fan of Sour. Below Sour, we have Slime, which is a true vibrant green. It is super gorgeous, and this is the color that I have all throughout here. And then our last color below Slime is Forest, which is a true dark forest green shade. Although Forest is the last color in this palette, if I hold it up, you guys will see, okay, there's one more last and final shade that we have to go through, and that is the blackest black on the market, Theodore. Obviously, we did have a black shade in the original palette that everybody loved, and when I think of a rainbow palette, I can't imagine it without having a black inside. However, in case you did not know, one really cool aspect about all of our painted products is that every single pan is fully depottable. If you take a palette knife, a pair of tweezers, or even just a pin just like this and shove it into the little slit right next to each shade, you can actually fully pop it out, and all of our pans are completely magnetic. That way, if you are a working makeup artist, if you are traveling, or if you're just a plain old beauty lover, we have this really cool thing painted called our blank canvas, which is a magnetic empty palette. So of course, you guys know I had to make this palette compatible as well. And before anybody starts asking, yes, if you get the blank canvas, all of our painted eyeshadows can very easily fit inside for the most gorgeous, stunning array of neutrals and rainbow shades. So for all of you guys that were asking me to re-release the old palette, bring it back, give us a new version, this is the upgrade. This is for you. Now that we've gone through all the shades, let's finally get into the details of this launch. Now, just like the basic canvas palette, the Artistry canvas will be retailing for $55 for the 24 shades inside. Now we will have some bundles as well. You could add on our full eyeshadow brush set for only $30 more, or if you want to grab both canvases, the bundle deal will be $20 off. This will all be for sale on our website at painted.co, and of course, our US TikTok shop on Wednesday, June 25th at 10 a.m. PST. Now, of course, you guys know we also offer domestic shipping to Australia and New Zealand from our website, and friendly reminder that our UK TikTok shop will be launching very, very soon, where you guys can get your hands on the Artistry canvas palette, as well as all of our other painted goodies straight to your doorstep. Make sure you're following us with notifications on for all the updates on that. Okay, I think that's everything. There's gonna be much more information and content coming over the course of the next couple of weeks, but for right now, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Again, this palette really did change my life years ago, and it feels like being able to release my own rainbow palette for my own brand is such a beautiful step forward in the beginning of a new era. So much work and love has been put into this product, and I am so beyond excited to get to share it with each and every single one of you. Thank you guys. I love you so much. If you enjoyed today's video, if you're excited for the new palette, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up down below. Click that subscribe button. More than 80% of y'all that are watching every single week are not actually subscribed. What are you doing? If you're watching on your TV, you can swipe up, click the little button right down here, leave me a comment, follow me on socials, at Painted, at James Charles, and I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.
The thing that really makes it hurt is seeing you go out.